Hi, good evening, yogis. I just wanted to welcome you to a cozy, relaxing practice. This one is designed to be right before bed, so kind of will open up the shoulders and chest and open up the hips so that when you lay in bed, all of your appendages and limbs and things can just rest on the bed and they don't have to use any of your muscular weight to hold themselves up. It'll just totally be relaxed. And with that, I'm Whitney, and this is in my home because this is how we practice these days. So the number one key for getting ready for a cozy practice is to wear the most cozy outfit you have possible. Comfy socks are good because sometimes you get cold when you relax. And I love this fun headband that my mom gave me. And then a couple other things that I particularly enjoy are I've got Cbd Cream. I recommend this on any like kind of tight sticky spots. So for me, that's right on between the spine and the scapula. Those ones always get, I don't know, that's where my body holds tension. So I'm gonna put a little bit on there. The type I use is Prima. I'm sure there's a bunch of good ones out there, but I found it through the Chalkboard mag, and I have been really happy. And I go up into the neck a little bit. And then another fun little tool is I've got this Calm spray that I got in my Cos box. And so you can just give that a little shift too. So you can feel the coolness of the spray. Now I've got kind of a lavender. Give a bigger one. Mist. So you can really, set a vibe for yourself because it's your home. You can do whatever you want. Other things to have in handy, I've got the full yoga setup, bolsters, blanket, blocks. If you do not have the yoga specific set, it's very easy to grab couch cushions, pillows, blankets. In lieu of blocks, you can use books as long as you're careful with the spine. I can see I've got some like 12 packs of LaCroix that would work, a big pack of cold brew from Costco, any kind of box. I used to use shoe boxes if you've got a good sturdy one. You can really get creative until you invest in your own. And once you do, you won't regret it. I love mine. So anyways, we'll go ahead and start with a little bit of breathing. And if you want to use something to elevate your hips, you can sit on a blanket. I'll go ahead and show that. Sometimes I can just make it a little bit more comfortable while we sit here. So even just like a little bit of a boost, put your bum on the blanket, and then you can go ahead and close your eyes and sit up straight. And take a deep breath in and out. You no longer have to do any thinking, just breathe and be. Big slow inhales and slow exhales. You can invite relaxation into your body. Things usually don't come into our lives until we're actually ready for them. So you can take the practice now of being ready to relax and inviting it in, knowing that this is a safe time and place for that. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Letting your shoulders come to ease, letting your jaw relax. Take a couple more breaths. And then we'll go ahead and do some head rolls, to the right and to the left. Feeling your neck stretch as you come to each side. Bringing space in between each of those vertebrae that hold up your neck, working so hard for you all day. If you find any sticky spots, you can linger there. If you want to go all the way around the top. Breaking up any of that stuck energy. All right, and then I'll take some shoulder rolls. I'm gonna go backwards first. You can do whichever one sounds good to you. Getting as big as possible, full range of motion. Seeing if you can touch your ears with your shoulders, and then scoop them in if they can touch behind your spine, and then if your elbows can touch your hips. You won't be able to do any of these, of course, but if you can visualize it, it'll help give you full circles. All right, a couple more of those. And then we'll go ahead and reverse and go the other way. And getting blood flowing all through your spine. Your spine is the channel of energy from your brain to the rest of your body. So this is where all of your, anything that's stuck in the rest of your body all starts here with your spine. So big shoulder rolls forward. Big shoulder rolls. All right, and then we'll go ahead and take a twist to the left. So plant your left hand behind you and take your right hand on your knee. And again, try and keep your spine as long as possible, so sitting up straight, and then gently using the traction of your knee and your hand behind you to wring out that spine. Keeping your right hip planted. Breathing air in between each vertebrae, imagining as if each breath that comes in through your mouth finds its way in between each little space of your spine, adding length, relieving tension. And then we'll twist to the other side. So right hand plants behind you, left hand on your right knee. Same thing. Keep your spine long, sit up straight. You might also feel a little bit of space loosen up in your pelvis here as your torso kind of rotates deeply to the side in this way that you might not have done all day in your regular activities. And again, send each deep breath in between each little vertebrae, giving them space to breathe and move on their own. And I'll come back to center. We'll do a couple seated cat-cows here. So they won't be very big, not like the ones on all fours. But go ahead and inhale and come into your cow pose. Cow pose is chest forward, shoulders back. And then exhale, coming into your cow pose, rounding your spine. And remembering that this is a movement of the spine, so while your shoulders will still move in your arm bones, that's not really the movement, so you can't, that's just the accessory. So just be aware, like I'm moving my arms forward, but that's not the spine movement. And then go ahead and keep flowing with your breath, letting all those release. Inhale. Inhale and exhale. And then we'll twist again just to kind of seal that. Twist to the left, this will be a short one. Exhale, release. Twist to the right on an inhale, get nice and long. And exhale, go ahead and release. So the next thing that I want to do is open up our chest. And it's a little funky getting into the pose, so just kind of bear with me. Might be hard to hear. So anyways, you can leave your blanket if you want to lay on it. Blocks to the side, and you'll want to grab one of your bolsters. And so what we're going to do is the chest stretch where you're on the ground and kind of roll open. But since this is relaxation, we're going to put a cushion to hold ourselves under. So let's see, I'll try to put this here. So go ahead and lay on your tummy, and then you want to roll open, push yourself so you're on your hip, and then this will take a little wiggling. I haven't figured out a great way to do it. You're going to wiggle your cushion in until it's holding you up. So you're still on your hip, but it's holding you up. And then go ahead and place your the arm, whichever side you're on top of the cushion, and try to let your head find some rest on the ground. So you'll kind of be in a big chest opener here, but fully supported. And then just go ahead and relax. You'll probably have had some tension trying to get into this pose, so just let each breath, see if you can find yourself a little bit softer, maybe a little bit closer to being asleep. And so if you do fall asleep, that's okay too. Go ahead and take 2 more breaths here. With each exhale, letting your body kind of expand into this new space. Each exhale is a release. All right, and then kind of wiggle your cushion away, and go ahead and come onto the other side. You don't have to flip all the way around. I'm going to because I've got some candles and things and other spots. All right, so go ahead and lay onto your tummy. Roll yourself onto your side. Wiggle your cushion on up. Oops. Nice and close. And then go ahead and put your arm at a cactus, 90-degree angle, and then try and let your head find some rest on the ground. If you need another pillow for your head, that's okay. And just make sure you're fully supported and your chest is open, and then try to relax. And take 2 more breaths here. And then go ahead and wiggle out of that. Push yourself up, moving slow. I need to sip with my tea real quick since I'm doing the talking. Perfect. So now we've moved the upper body. Let's go ahead and open up the hips. So grab any sturdy prop that you might have, whatever it is that you're using. And the goal is sort of a runway here. Again, however, couch cushions, you know, like I said, soda boxes, whatever you can do to do this. Maybe just lots of pillows. And then what we're gonna do is you'll walk your foot forward, and you might have to use more cushions. But what you wanna do, we're gonna come into a long lunge, and you wanna be able to fully support your upper body on your runway ramp. So you can, if you have blocks, you can put them up higher. If you want to use the 2 bolsters, like I said, just, you know, you can always hit pause and take time to build whatever you need to build. That's why these are practices, kind of figure out what you need. And then when you can fully rest, let go and rest. Sometimes with these deeper postures too, you find they might be a little tight at first, and then as you continue to hold space and your body understands that it's still safe here, you could feel your body kind of expand into a new lengthened position. And then go ahead and slowly walk yourself back up. And nice and easy as a deep pose. And we'll go ahead and come into the other side. You sit back on your heels for a reset. And then walking your other foot forward. Coming into that long, low lunge. Setting your breath to your connective tissues. Reminding them that you're safe and you're supported. And it's okay to let go. Always coming back to your breath. It's okay if your mind wanders. And just gently bring it back to the soft flow of air in and out through your nose. Noticing if you feel any more softness in your hips. And then your next exhale, go ahead and gently walk yourself back up out of that. Letting your legs slide back to meet the other one. And then we'll go ahead and we'll let go of the bolster. And we're also done with the blocks. And then go ahead and come onto your back. And depending on your flexibility, I recommend a towel or a strap. What we're gonna do is it's a nice hamstring stretch. So if you can reach your foot, that's great, but I know that that's an intermediate situation. So if you can't, like I said, a towel, a shirt, whatever you can do to wrap it around your foot, hold on to it. I'm sorry, I didn't prepare, I can hold my foot. So either way, what you want to go ahead and do is hold onto your leg so that you are stretching your hamstring. And you don't want to pull it to your deepest depth. To help the tissues relax the most, you're about a 70% effort. So yeah, just go ahead and find a spot where you feel some sensation, but you're not uncomfortable. You just feel it opening up. And then trying to let your other leg relax. And then once you find your spot, connect to your breath and bringing that relaxation to your body. And if you find your leg wants to waver over to the side, that is totally okay. You can do that, or you can keep it up straight. Really just opening the tissues, and that's what matters. Take one more breath. And then go ahead and release that leg, bending your knee first to go easy on the hamstring, and then release it out. And we'll bring your other knee into your chest first. And then if you want to grab the ball of your foot, or if you just want to grab onto it, go ahead and extend the leg. And again, just coming to your 70% here. Sensation, but no pain. You're not dying to get out of the pose. It's kind of like, oh hey, new space. And then go ahead and relax once you find your spot. I always like to use the word melt into the pose, but I remember when I was learning to teach, I used that on somebody who was newer to it, and they looked at me like they were going to kill me because they were too stiff to do any melting. But one day, I promise, if you stick with this, you'll feel that you'll want to use the word melt too. So you'll get there one day. On your next exhale, go ahead and let go of your foot, bending your knee for a gentle hug, and go ahead and let it out. So the last hip pose that we're going to do is an external rotator. If you're near a wall, that's great. We'll set that up and I will show you. Let me grab another sip of refreshment. If you don't have a wall, you can do the same pose without it. So without a wall, I'll show you real quick. It's a classic figure 4, like this. You can even do this and just push your knee out gently if you like. However, when you really relax, it's more fun to let the wall do the work. So how close you get to the wall will depend on your flexibility. I'm going to start, I think I've got maybe 8 inches right here. So this is next to the wall, and then kind of like rotate around. And so cross your right ankle over your left knee. And I probably could have gone closer for openness, but you want to start straight. And then as you bend your knee, using that wall, open up your right hip there. So yeah, I would have chosen to go closer, but at the same time, I do feel sensation here. So you go ahead, and that way you can use, you don't have to use any strength at all to hold your hip opener. Once again, go ahead and if your knee's kind of flopping around, you could support it a little bit, but and then you just come back to your breathing, letting that hip unlock. All right, external hip rotations are my hip openers are my favorite. I could stay here forever. They're a sweet spot. But we'll go ahead and switch sides. So go straighten the leg that you have bent, and then put your other leg up on the wall. Cross that ankle over the knee on the other side, and then bend the wall knee again until you have your stretch. All right, we'll come out of that. So just straighten your leg. Then you kind of roll onto your side. And then you are welcome to stay in a relaxed supine position while I talk. Go ahead and make yourself comfortable with whatever props you have. You can stay with your feet up the wall. We'll just go ahead and close out our class with a Lotus Mudra, which is the two hands cupped together. This is one of my favorites because the lotus is a mud-borne flower, and it symbolizes that something beautiful can grow out of nothing. So while you sleep and rest tonight, know that your body is creating, and tomorrow is a new day, and anything can happen. And with that, we'll go ahead and namaste. Please stay in your shavasana as long as you like, or go ahead and roll right over into your bed. Thank you. Thank you for coming.